In this video, we look at a demonstration for C++ class for Q using array. So Q using array in C++. I'll call this project name as Q CPP, and the language type I will select it as C++. Create the project. Project is ready. Yeah. So let us write down the program now. Let us write a class. So first of all, I will say using namespace std so that I can use scene and see out wherever required. Now I will write a class for Q. As it is a class, I should have private data members. So in private data members, I should have front pointer and a rear pointer and the size of a Q. And also I need a pointer for Q for storing the elements. So for an array, I have taken a pointer. Then public functions I should have. So first of all, I should have a constructor. So for that, I will take a non-parameterized constructor, which will initialize front assign, rear assign -1. And next thing, let us say default size is 10. So I will take size 10. Then Q should be initialized. So array Q is created with new int of size, whatever the size is. So I have written everything in a single line so that you can see the complete class at once. Next is a parameterized constructor which should take the size. So let us take a parameter size, and from here I will copy everything and I will modify them accordingly. So front equal to rear equals to -1, then size is not 10 now, the size is size only. As this is ambiguity, so I should say this size. And here also, when creating an array, I should say this size. So if you have already watched this C++ class for stack, so you know that how I am writing everything in a single line. Then I should have a function for NQ. This is a member function for NQ which will take an element. Then I should have a function for DQ which will delete an element. Then I should have a function display for displaying a queue. That's all the members I have defined. Now I will implement these methods outside the class. If you want more functions, like you want to know the first element or the last element, you can add more function, is empty, is full. So as you like, you can add more functions to this data structure Q. But make sure that is working on FIFO. Then outside the class, I will implement other functions. So first is NQ. So first of all, class name, then the scope resolution, then NQ, which takes a parameter X. Now already you know the procedure. What I have to do, I have to check for Q full or not. If rear is equals to size -1, then printf Q full. Otherwise, I should move rear pointer, rear plus plus, then Q of rear assigned with the value that I want to insert. This is NQ. Then for DQ, first is the class name, scope resolution, then function name is DQ. And before deletion, I should check if front is equals to rear. If so, then Q is empty. So I should give a message Q is empty and /n, stop it. Otherwise, I can delete an element. So for that, I need a temporary variable. So integer x assign -1 as we were doing it. Then here, for deletion, I should say x assign Q of front +1. I should take the element first, then front plus plus. I can increment front. Then afterwards, return an element x. Then display function, class name, and the function name is display. And I have to use a loop for displaying this. For integer I assign front +1, and as long as I is less than equal to rear and I plus plus, then every time print the element. So %d with a space, I should print an element from Q of I. At the end, I should give a new line for better output. So I have given a new line. That's all. The complete class is ready. You can code this class by yourself. Now here inside the main function, I will create a queue object q of size 5. Then q dot enqueue, I will insert some element like say 10. Then I'll copy this and use the same code for inserting more elements. Then I will say q dot display. This is 20 and this is 30. Let us run this. Yes, it is displaying 10, 20, 30. Three elements are displayed. I guess this is sufficient. So you can write down a class and you can test all the functions by yourself. I have tested only enqueue and display function. And one more thing, this class can be converted using a template. You can make it as a generic class. Already I have shown you quite a few times how to convert a class into a generic class.